In this video, we're going to cover the basics of editing in VI. In reality, although I say the basics, this is really the minimum of what you need to be able to do things. This is enough for you to create and edit files using VI. Anything else you might learn in VI is there for convenience, efficiency, flexibility in doing things, whatnot. This video will contain enough that you can create, edit, save files in VI. So first, let's start a new file. I'm just going to call it Scratch because it really doesn't matter what it is. So VI Scratch. If we give a file name as an argument to VI, there's two possibilities. If the file exists, VI will open it and be ready for editing that file. If the file does not exist, which is the case here, VI will create that file for us and we'll be ready to go. When I hit return, VI opens up and tells me that I'm editing the file Scratch, and that's a new file. An important thing to know about VI is that VI is modal, M-O-D-A-L, modal, meaning it has modes. What we mean by that is there are various modes you can be in, and depending on the mode you're in, different things will mean different things. Behavior will be different when you type the same thing depending on what mode you are in. That can be a little confusing, but you actually, I think, can get used to it really quickly. When we open VI, we are in what's called command mode. What that means is that anything we type is going to be interpreted as a command to VI rather than something that's going into our file, rather than text that belongs in our file. You see a bunch of tildes running down the side of my window here. Those are not in the file. Those are just a visual indicator that there's nothing there. They're sort of like this page intentionally left blank. The tildes mean this line does not exist. They're just showing me, because it's laying out in my terminal window, what the file looks like. If the file is shorter than the terminal window, the tildes tell me, and that's the end of the file. So let's learn our first command in VI. A lowercase I. I'm going to type, you're not going to see it because I'm in command mode. I'm typing a command, an instruction to VI. I'm going to type a lowercase I, and that's going to put VI into insert mode. There, I did it. Like I said, you can't see anything. Now what we type is going to be text going into the file. If I type another lowercase I, it shows up because now I'm in insert mode. So we're going to put a few lines in the file. Here is and that's a deliberate typo. We're going to deal with that later. Here is another line and a third line, exclamation point, because we're excited about 3 lines. So we just put a few lines of text in our file. You notice that we now have 3 lines of text and then the rest is tildes to tell us that this file is only 3 lines long. Now, the next most important command to learn after how to go to insert mode is how to go to command mode. To do that, we type escape. Hit the escape key. I'm now in command mode again. When you're working in VI, you're doing a lot of that. You're toggling back and forth between insert mode and command mode. I and escape are kind of the 2 most important things to know about VI. One of the cool things about VI is that it's designed so you never need to move your hands. You pretty much don't need to move your hands from normal typing position, from the home row. And I'm in command mode, and I can move around in the file, and you can't see it, but my fingers are on H, J, K, and L on my keyboard. And that's enough to move around. Those 4 characters move around. We'll get into that. And it may seem weird at first to use letter characters to move around, but it's actually really nice because you hit escape. Now your keys right there under your fingers already are your navigation keys. So I'm going to move up to the typo. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type an X. X means delete a character, and specifically delete the character at the cursor. We can do it as many times as we want. We just need 1 here to remove the S. So I typed X, and now my S has been deleted. I'm going to type I to go back to insert mode, and then I'm going to type an X. There's a really good example of the same thing meaning something different in each of the modes. When I was in command mode, X meant delete the character at the cursor. When I was in insert mode, X meant type an X. Let's escape again, go back to command mode, and you'll probably get in the habit, I just did it again. Unfortunately, you can't see it in a screencast, but I just hit escape a couple of times. And it's kind of a habitual thing that I think most people who use VI develop. You just get in the habit of hitting escape to make sure that you're in command mode. So like I said, with X, we can delete characters, and I can hit it several times. I'm just hitting X over and over and over again. I can delete all the characters in the line. You notice I did not delete the line. Here's again where the tildes are handy. I have a blank line now. Another command that's really handy to know is dd, two Ds typed in a row, lowercase d's. So if I type dd, that line has been deleted. I can type it again and delete another line. Another really handy command. It doesn't matter if the line's empty, if the line has stuff on it, dd will delete the line. Now the next thing to know is how to save a file. From the command mode, you type a colon and a W. You notice the colon, and there's a whole set of commands that can come after colon. The colon causes things to echo at the bottom of the screen. I can type :W. It says I've created a new file that contains one line and 24 characters. We can also give a file name as an argument to do effectively a save as. I can say :W space and a file name, and I could save it as something different. The final thing to know is :Q. Q is for quit. There we go. We have created a file. It's called Scratch. We can check the contents of that file, and it says here is a line of text. VI is a complex program with a lot to learn, but it's also fairly simple to learn enough just to get by. Insert, command mode, move around, change some things, delete, insert, and save. That's enough to get you by and really be able to do what you need to do in VI.